Government extends ongoing closure of offices up to April 25 to stop spreading of corona infection. Garment factories, shopping malls to continue shutdown. Prime Minister calls upon countrymen to stay at home. None can go outside after 6 p.m. Movement of people from one place to another to be strictly restricted. 6 more deaths from coronavirus in country. Total infection stands at 424 as new 94 test positive in 24 hours. Lockdown continues in different areas of country to contain coronavirus. Vehicle movements come under strict restriction. And global death toll from coronavirus crosses 99,000. IMF apprehends worst economic recession due to pandemic. Assalamu alaikum. Gulstan Ahmed welcome you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center.
And I'm Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui with her. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories. The government has extended the ongoing general holidays until April 25 to contain the spread of the deadly coronavirus. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged the countrymen to stay home during the holidays. The Prime Minister also suggested people not to come out from home without any emergency reason. The government will take stern action against those who come out from home after 6 p.m, she added. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina directed authorities concerned to stop entry and out from the locality to another. The Prime Minister also urged all officials and employees at district, upazila and union level to perform duty at respective offices. Public Administration Ministry issued a notification in this regard. The notification, however, spared emergency services like electricity, water, gas, fire service, cleanliness activities, telephone and internet services from the purview of the instructions. It also said the transportation of agricultural products, fertilizers, pesticides, energy, newspapers, food, industrial products, medical equipment, emergency and essential goods, as well as kitchen market, food and medicine shops and hospitals will remain out of the purview of the holidays. The notification said the offices could be kept open and the production of export-oriented industries could continue for urgent requirement, and added that Bangladesh Bank would give necessary directives for limited-scale banking operations during the holidays considering people's necessity. The movement of different modes of public transport like train and bus services and the rickshaws and vans would be allowed in phases in the interest of the living and livelihood of the people if the prevailing situation improves, the notification said. Besides, all government instructions announced earlier will remain unchanged. Meanwhile, Bangladesh Garment Manufacturers and Exporters Association BGMEA and Bangladesh Knitwear Manufacturers and Exporters Association BKMEA have decided to keep all garment factories closed until April 25. Besides, Dhaka Metropolitan Shop Owners Association has decided to extend the closure of all shopping complexes and malls in the city till April 25 to curb the spread of coronavirus. 6 more people died from coronavirus in Bangladesh in the last 24 hours, raising the total death toll to 27. Besides, 94 more people were diagnosed with COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, raising the number of such cases in the country to 424. The Institute of Epidemiology, Disease Control and Research, IEDCR Director Professor Mirzadi Sabrina Flora said this in a special bulletin through online today. She said among the 6 deceased, 5 are male and 1 is female. 3 of them were from Dhaka, 2 from Narayanganj and another from Patuakhali, she added.
20 ঘন্টায় নতুন সংক্রমণ পেয়েছি 94 জনের মধ্যে। সর্বমোট সংক্রমণের সংখ্যা 424 জন।
Capital city Dhaka is virtually deserted as city dwellers following government instructions staying at home to check spreading of coronavirus. So far, most of the corona-infected people have been identified in the capital city, while Narayanganj is following Dhaka. City dwellers started to realize that staying home is safe for all. Local administration, law enforcing agencies and armed forces members are working relentlessly to create awareness about coronavirus. A number of areas in the capital city have already been put under lockdown after detection of corona-infected people there. All kinds of shops except pharmacy were closed by 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day. The people of urgent services are maintaining health guidelines. Experts urge all to stay home and follow health guidelines to check coronavirus. Many district cities, places in Dhaka and elsewhere in the country are put on lockdown. In Dhaka, the police imposed lockdown in areas around Taj Mahal Road, Razia Sultana Road, Babur Road, Bachila and in front of Krishi Market in Mamadpur. The district administrations of Chatpur, Narshindi, Nanganj, Tangail, Netrokona, Shatkhira, Gaibandha and Cox's Bazar put the respective districts under complete lockdown to check the transmission of coronavirus. Local administration issued restriction of it in and out of the people in these districts. Besides, all kinds of business organizations, mass gathering, mass transport and movement of the residents were also prohibited. Legal action will be taken if anyone disobeys the order. District administration set up checkpoints at important points to implement the lockdown. Police interrogated all who were crossing the checkpost. They also worked to aware the people about spreading of coronavirus and encouraged to stay at home in an effort to curb coronavirus.
Meanwhile, the number of coronavirus cases globally crossed 16,23,000. More than 97,000 people have died, while more than 3,66,000 have recovered so far. The death toll in the United States is now 16,697, while more than 4,68,895 people are infected. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been moved out of intensive care but remains in hospital, Downing Street said. Meanwhile, the coronavirus pandemic will turn global economic growth sharply negative this year, the head of the International Monetary Fund IMF has warned. Kristalina Georgieva said the world faced the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Therefore, she forecast that 2021 would only see a partial recovery. EU finance ministers have agreed €500 billion rescue package for European countries hit hard by the coronavirus pandemic. The chairman of the Eurogroup, Mario Centeno, announced the deal reached after marathon discussions in Brussels. But the ministers failed to accept a demand from France and Italy to share out the cost of the crisis by issuing so-called Corona bonds. The package is smaller than the European Central Bank had urged. Hundreds of low-income people become workless due to coronavirus situation. Following Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's directives, daily essentials are distributing among the poor, low-income people and distressed to overcome the crisis. Wik Iqbalur Rahim distributed rice balls and oil among 1,200 auto rickshaw drivers in Dinajpur. Railways Minister Nurul Islam Shujon distributed food among 1,100 workless people of Shakoya Union under Boda Upazila in Panchagod. Mohammad Nazrul Islam MP distributed food among 7,000 low-income families of 2 municipalities and 11 unions of Norshingdi district. Rajshahi City Awami League distributed relief goods among the poor at different areas of the divisional city. In Khulna, Sheikh Salahuddin Jewel MP distributed food and masks among the poor people of the city. Besides, Khulna City Mayor Talukdar Abdul Khalik distributed relief goods among the workless people of the industrial area. In Meherpur, Saifuzzaman Khokon MP distributed food and health protection materials among 350 poor families at Bayot Primary School ground at Gangni, Upazila. Tanveer Imam MP supplied food to houses of 600 workless people at Ullapara in Sirajganj. Dr. Shamiluddin Ahmed Shimul MP supplied daily essentials and masks to the houses of 500 poor families of 5 unions at Shibganj in Chapai Nawabganj. Maulikabazar District Awami League leaders led by Nisar Ahmed MP distributed food among low-income people of different areas. AKM Shah Jahan Kamal MP handed over relief goods to 500 daily labourers at Dasherhat Union in Lokhipur, Shodor. Shamsul Alam Dudu MP distributed daily essentials among 1,000 poor families of Boroitoli, Amdoi and Choumuni areas in Jaipur Hat. FBCCI Director Omol Podna distributed food among 2,000 poor families at Shonargaon in Narayanganj. Former Deputy Minister for Youth and Sports Arif Khan Joy distributed daily necessities including rice, pulse and oil among 500 poor families in Netrokona. Saifuzzaman Shikhor MP distributed relief goods including rice, pulse, oil and masks among workless people of Magura Shodor and Sripuri Bhosla. Aftabuddin MP distributed food among 200 poor families at Baburhat under Dimla Bhosla in Nilphamari. Besides, food items were distributed at Deshor, Gaibandha, Jhalokati, Bagirhat, Noakhali, Faridpur, Jamalpur, Kushtia and Pabna districts. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Government extends ongoing closure of offices up till April 25 to stop spreading of corona infection. Garment factories, shopping malls to continue shut down. Prime Minister calls upon countrymen to stay at home. None can go outside after 6 p.m. Movement of people from one place to another to be strictly restricted. 6 more deaths from coronavirus in the country. Total infection stands at 424 as new 94 test positive in 24 hours. Lockdown continues in different areas of the country to contain coronavirus. Vehicle movements come under strict restriction. And global death toll from coronavirus crosses 98,000. IMF apprehends worst economic recession due to pandemic.
And that was all for the 10 p.m. news at the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.